Hello there. Welcome to tonight's ASMR Lego build. In perfect timing for a certain thing which is taking place this weekend. Could this be any more than an ASMR video? Any more of? So this is completely irregular for the normal Lego sets which I've purchased in the past that we've worked on and fallen asleep to. I'm expecting some completely different things going on here. This set, there's two of these Freds sets, and one is the ginormous set which is like their full apartment, so that's Chandler's apartment, Monica's apartment, and then the hallways and like little bits in between, and then it's like this set edge, and that was really cool. But Central Perk was kind of always my favorite, and that's what I've opted for tonight's themed ASMR video. So this is more of just the room. This is kind of like the architecture, which I really kind of like because I've never done like floor plans before, and this is basically the interior of a floor plan. And I was looking at the other set and I was very tempted because Lego, for me, I love the architecture side of it and building buildings and then things to do with buildings, and this looks really clever. Like there's some really cool things in it. I have been watching recently. I watched Friends completely when I was younger. I sort of watched it in the background, and I properly watched it all the way through 4 years ago, and I fell in love with it completely. It was just like 90s nostalgia, and it was so good. And recently decided to watch it, so I'm kind of on season 8, I think, so it's sort of nearing the end. But then, just out of the blue, this Friends reunion is popping up, and my god, I'm so excited. So in tribute, in honor, and for our sleepy enjoyment for you to fall asleep to tonight, it's going to be hosted by me with Monica, Rachel, Phoebe, Chandler, Joey, Ross, Gunther. Is there anyone else in here as well? I don't think so. So it's going to be a really cool set of the Central Perk bar. It's got so many little things going on there, and it's got like Phoebe with a guitar at the back, and it's got all the set bits in there, which is pretty much, if you look closely, it is really, really identical to the set. And this is why I'm tempted to get the apartment bit as well, because that was really well thought out, and there's some awesome things in both of these sets. So let's get this open and build. We have our new table, so we're going to go for like different angles today, so hopefully it's a bit more, I don't know, involved with the building, but it's going to be nice and relaxing, and there's going to be a bit of contrast with our woodiness tonight. So, and to show you at the back there, this was basically me recently. Pivot. So this is going to be a unique Lego ASMR build. It's kind of something so many of you ask for and let me know about the Star Wars ones, and obviously being a Star Wars fan, so I try to oblige, and I end up usually obliging with certain sets. No one called for the Friends one at all. I just thought it looked awesome when I walked past it, and I thought, and so isn't there the Friends reunion? I thought yes, so sort of shoved out to the other videos, and I thought I'd make this one for us, or mainly you, to fall asleep to, and for me to relax to, and create and build for our ASMR purposes. You know, I'm always always a massive advocate for relaxing and entering the Lego building zone. For me, it's tingly. Everything inside is tingly. The building process is tingly, and it's just that ultimate Zen relaxation thing. And Lego sets always do that for me. So if you're here, I assume it does it to you as well. And that's good. That's just an extra added ASMR bonus, which we can get super relaxation from building certain things. And there's so many things in there as well. Like, I'm walking through the Lego shop and I'm looking at this and going, I think I need that medieval castle or whatever, or blacksmith house, or oh, I definitely need that Star Wars one. I should get that shuttle tied here. Well, maybe I should get the custom build one, so it'd be even better, like the TIE Fighter. It goes on and on. Then I'm looking at the Millennium Falcon, thinking, where am I going to put that, and what special effects am I going to do to that, etc., etc. But that's for another future Lego ASMR video. Tonight it's rain, so we get a slightly better angle, open up and enjoy the build. No, I know there's a special way to open this. The Lego characters here. So we have Ross, Lego Monica, Lego Chandler, Lego Phoebe with her guitar, Lego Joy, Lego Rachel, and Lego Gunther as well, who of course runs Central Park. Okay, how do we even open this? We need Mr. Knife. I'm just going to say it now, the packaging on this is so good. Like, all the interiors, like the Friends design, and this is really nice black box here as well. As Lego sets go, I think this is probably the best presented one that I've actually seen. The Star Wars boxes are usually just, meh, just in a box, you know, chucked it all in. Wow, what I'm afraid you have completely underestimated how much there is to do with this one. Wow, this is like the Mandalorian Raise the Crest build. This is going to be a long one, so hope you're ready for a nice relaxing sleep tonight, as I think I'm going to be here building this throughout the whole night. Okay, so that makes no sense. We got 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure what this double one thing is here, but I assume this is the main. that, so there's quite a lot going on there. But this book is really cool. There appears to be quite a lot of information about the various things. Gunther's one of those cool characters. Just you don't really know anyone like Gunther. Would give him the unhappy face there as well. Okay, so there's Gunther, broom in hand, working the shop, you know, hating on Ross, but loving Rachel. So you can stay there. Okay, so it begins. What I imagine is going to be quite a massive build for this evening, but it's going to be a fun build and a relaxing one as well. But I will begin with saying it first is that there we go, we've already encountered our problem. Is that at this point, how do they know to just put that small piece there? Like they're planning this. How do they do it from backwards to forwards? I'm fascinated with how they create Lego. I really am. That's not right. There we go. The thing with this build, it's going to be a little bit different from the point that let's line it up properly there, then you might give yourself a bit of a chance. Okay, is that I'm not really going to be able to tell what it's meant to be looking like. A Star Wars ship I can always tell very early on, but this thing, it's going to be a little bit different. Like you're not really going to know, as it's more just a room, which is an interesting, different type of Lego build, which I've never really done before. So I'm intrigued to see how it pans out here, and if this is something which I'm going to love, or by the end of it, not love so much. Okay, so we know for sure that it is quite delicate. And am I missing a piece here? Did something else just break off there? Because I feel like it probably did. We'll just say no for now. That's the spirit. Very excited for this build, as it's going to have your very own friend set. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'm sure I'll find an excellent space. But to have the friend set somewhere, and it's going to look pretty identical, or very close at least, to what we actually see in the program, which is going to be so awesome. Right, so a lot of this, I think, is probably better if you put it down on something. If you're planning on building this as well, putting it on the table, because there's a lot of barely connected bits. So I think already this is a bit of a different style of building. this is more like an actual building where you lay the foundations and then, you know, whoops. But I don't know if it's a thing where, like, a lot of you show me your builds and things, but some of you actually build whilst I'm building as well, which makes me feel intrigued whether I actually go at a decent enough speed or if I'm actually dead slow. Who knows? See, it's already come off there as well. Very delicately, you've got to put these together. Okay, our first bit of colour. Wow. I'd like to say it's starting to take shape, but I'll be very much lying at this point. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that as well, but that's raindrops outside. Perfect for Lego building. Those things with friends for me that it keeps me connected to, like, this is kind of bad because this is very much camouflage. Who'd have thought it would be so camouflaged to the new table, whereas the black always shows up in the black one. But yeah, friends always connects me to sort of my 90s side, and I don't know why things just seem like a lot more simple than, like, when you look at technology and the idea of people sitting in a coffee house and talking, like, does that really happen now? Because everyone tends to be more sort of phone orientated. So in a coffee house you see about 1,000 people on their phones, but it could be different countries. But I like the idea of people just going in to talk to each other, friends meeting to talk. It's call me sad, but something which I've never really done, shall we say. Okay. I think that's meant to be hanging out a little bit, or something's going on there. I'm not sure. We'll just keep that in for the time being. Maybe that slots in the middle somehow, but that's not connected there, so that's level, that's in a line, that's in there, the black one, and we got number 4 going through there, and then that's the mistake there. Come on, Fred. Hopefully you can hear the rain because that's so relaxing. For me anyway, at the moment. Like, I love the whole being indoors when it's raining and or evening times and feeling cozy, and also knowing that you don't have to go out in it. It's very atmospheric. Atmospheric weather is what I like. I hate / despise dull, dismal days. There appears to be a lot of that in the UK. I just really hate grey skies. It just really doesn't go with me. But when it's atmospheric and like really atmospheric clouds and proper heavy rain or something, that's when I feel like it's, I don't know, that's something like Harry Potter and the Dementors are coming. I find that relaxing, strangely enough. Okay, so have I missed any bits there? I've got the 4 in there. And yeah, I think that is good. We are good to go. Okay. Right. So these are all the structural bits to make sure that everything is going to be perfectly intact. So if you do drop it just a little bit, that is not going to go and shatter everywhere. I mean, the majority of it probably will, but hopefully the main bulk will remain intact for you and you won't have to worry about it. There we go. So some very big built-in bits here. What do we start with first? I don't know. So we've got two of those, two of the squares, and oh yes, this is great. Actual block building. Two of these and two of those there. But where do they go? That is the question. So one of them goes there. Then we have this there, this there, this there. Wow, look how quickly that comes together. That's so satisfying. Oh, that's just like another form of ASMR for me. It's just, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's great. Okay. Next bit is popping it along the edge here with two more square bits in there. Actually, that's a very long piece going along there. Shows along the edge. I sort of preempt where bits are going to go. As you guess, that's probably why I make mistakes. But yeah, amongst all the chaos of this greatness, yeah, I think that's everything there. So if you wish to enjoy this thing, what's going on right now, that's what we've got. Okay, so we're coming out here, two of these, and they go out here, connect like so from the top, and then from the side here, apparently, but not for Fred. For everyone else, but of course not. There we go. Man, oh man, that's chucking it down out there. Okay, let's get you in there. Right. So we got one of these bits, and that goes at the bottom here in the base. So I'm trying to work out like what the sofa's here or the bar's here or something, but I think probably getting a bit ahead of myself. Trying to work whatever the hell this part is, but yeah. Okay, so we've got on the top, not that one, but that one. That one's good. Okay, please don't be underneath any of the others, great, because that is being committed. And we've got a 3-stud grey bit, and then what else we got? 3-stud grey, and then another 3-stud, and that connects there and a square. Okay, we will place you on the end here. So you'll find it very interesting where they have to create these little sections on the side. So there's very ingenious ways to do that in Lego pieces to create those joints and make sure it's all flush. So I appreciate that. Okay, there's a smaller one here, but that's not what we want. It's this one, and I assume that goes in there. It's too late. It's in. And I think that's, I feel like I'm missing another bit there. Let me check. It all looks about the same. Ah, there we go. There's a grey bit which is meant to fit in here. There it is. Okay. Right, so somehow we're creating some strange thing here now. So we've got this poking off the end, and then we have this white bit here, and two of these beige coloured ones there with this red connecting bit here, assume it's going to repeat the same and do that. So, okay, on top. Oh, we got ahead of ourselves. There we go. Now it's been rectified, and we are good to go. So that sort of, I assume, slots in here on the edge. Okay, it is. Does that really? Well, yes, it does. But I still don't think that's correct. Yes, it is. Apparently. No, it's not. No, it is. There we go. So it's still the base which goes in. This must be the bar area here. Do they have toilets in this bed? I don't know. Okay, so same thing again. I assume I'm just going to build it the same way again. See what happens. Right. So we got that bit there. We've got a dot there. So where's that? We should probably do that in inverted, how it actually says, and this is where the Lego bit comes into its own. Yes, the first time I've actually used that, and it's been useful. Okay, getting too excited over the most non-exciting thing. Tool. Okay, and then we have a beige, and another beige. See Gunther just there looking at me. Like, I find it quite ingenious really that Lego have created this, because I thought like Friends, I don't know if like younger people watch Friends and stuff because it's a little bit old, and for me it's more sort of nostalgic watching, but I doubt like maybe young people, like young people will buy this set, so it really is aimed for, I'd say, people like us. Right, that's done. There's no going back. Okay, let's get these blocks on. It's really interesting. I'm actually really enjoying how this is going and shaping up. Like something's happening. So at the bottom, it needs a black piece there to make it all flush and nice. Something felt like it broken there, but we can just flatten that all down. Great. And on the top, this red thing goes there with one overhang there. And why do I sense that? 1, 2, 3. No, that's fine. That's good, Fred. This is very. That colour is just Friends. It's like straight out of the. That's cool. So I wonder if this is like they've made it so it's especially for this set. Be very interesting if they did. Pretty awesome. Because I don't think I've seen this sort of green colour before in Lego sets. Like I keep an eye open on Lego sets and see what's about, you know. Okay, so this apparently slots in there, and it does perfectly as promised. Right, so it's telling me to turn this around. Okay, this thread, turn this around, and then get this bit here, and this should go. Ooh, I don't like the look of that. That's a little bit. Is there 2 of these? Oh no. That's a terrible thing I just did there. Okay, so this goes in at the top, and it perfectly fits in. That's so good. This is satisfying. All my ASMR bits. I don't know what this type of ASMR is, where it's like just satisfying to watch and do things, but I know that triggers ASMR, and it's one of those things which Lego does. Okay, got this bit here, just one red bit in the corner. I'm tempted to say about here, but I could be wrong. So, as I turn this around, we appear to have been missing a bit here. Goodness knows when that was meant to happen, but there we go. So that makes that a little bit easier as to where this is meant to go, which is right here. And now this makes me wonder, how much have you missed, Fred? How much have you not included already? And how far back are you going to have to go? Because I've done that before with the previous Lego builds. I think the Razor Crest was a bit like that, where I made a couple of big errors, and yeah, then I had to kept going all the way back to try and work out what was the wrong thing in there. I think one of the good ones was the TIE Fighter, custom TIE Fighter build, which I did, and I'd really want to get more of those Imperial Star ones, because I mean, if you've got suggestions there, then Shuttle's idea is something which is good, or a TIE Interceptor would be pretty awesome as well. But there's some really good TIE Fighter builds in that style. Whoever made that one, it's really awesome. One assumes that goes in there perfectly. Okay. So we have this corner thing. Right there. I think probably what I'll do for future Lego builds is actually get a lav mic, because my lav mic, for some reason, I don't know why, it does not work. It has too much of a hiss to it, whether it's just the lav mic or the recorder, the connection, or change the cables, but it doesn't sound great. But building Lego, I feel like that's just the perfect microphone to do that. As you hear, it dulls down the harsh tones of the Lego bits, and then we'll obviously pick up a bit more of the voice, Fred's voice to be precise, and you will feel like you're more on me, if that's a better thing, I don't know. Okay, so just random bits here. So this seems like it's just texturing or something, but once again, perfectly slots in. Like, I feel like I don't even need to look, because it's, if it fits in there, then it's good. It's good to go. Which is a very naive way to put together. A lot of green bits going on here at the moment. Okay, so got a 4 there, 4 there, 1 green bit here, a black piece, 4, and then we've got I think when I say 4, I'd say 8. That's 100% what I mean. 8. See, like, there's a red stud there, never going to see it, and it's covered up. Like, I suppose it's just there for building purposes, so it doesn't matter what colour it is, but I assume it's there for a reason, a red colour. I feel sad that it's not going to be used. Okay, and I think that's, yeah, I hope. So there's no green there. That's green following around the green, 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 green. Perfect. And then there's more green around the edge. This is my favourite bit, because it's like the proper detail when it's smooth and nice. Okay, there's a green bit that I was missing. There's a 2 green bit, that's the one. Subconsciously, I must have known. Okay, so that's in there, and we pop you in there. So I really should have counted how many I've got there, but yeah, don't really need to. You're in the end there. Okay, you go in the corner right there. There appears to be quite a big bit there, and then it changes colour again. So the green's sort of no longer there anymore. Okay, but I'll do what you say. But I love this colour thing going on here. This is so, like, friends, that's just perfectly camouflage like, what are the chances there? Better ahead yourself here, Fred. You're looking, not looking at the instructions, and you're just getting way ahead of yourself. Oh, I love these pieces which are making it flush at the end. It's so satisfying. Oh, that's so smooth and nice around there. Bravo. Right, let's just triple check because there appears to be quite a lot of extra bits here. So we have a blank bit there. Going across the top, we have a 4, 2, 4. And there's the 2. And then we've got like 2 tiny bits, which I assume are just spares. We're going to assume they're spares, but overall, that's the base. And that's what we've got so far. So it's like 30 minutes just for that bit. But, so assume, let's just try and guess it. So the sofa here maybe, and then the background stuff, and then the door's going to be here, the bar here, with my friend's intuitive sense. Now that's what I'm seeing here. This is, I'm enjoying it. It's a very good build. And we're on to the second bag with Rachel. Oh dear, our greatest fears have been realised. There appears to be quite a lot of small bits, but then it's kind of what you should imagine when there's tons of detail in this thing. It should come as no surprise to me. So we're building Rachel in here. I assume when she works at Central Park, so this is obviously early period in the Friends timeline. Now she's got a pair of legs here somewhere. And then there's a serving dish, which is pretty cool. I don't think I've seen that before in Lego. It looks more like a shield. And then there's a cup which goes in there like so. And that's pretty cool. Whoop, that looks terrible. That looks better. And a classic Rachel line would be I don't even know, but you can also have it, I assume when Ross tells her when she's on a break, they were on a break. Okay, so we put it back to happy face though, and she could stand next to Gunther. There we go. Okay, so let's get on the build. So this is like a trick thing. This is cool. This is like the set thing which I saw in the other one. So there's brown pieces which look suspiciously like the black pieces. Okay. This is the bit that I enjoy, is putting actual blocks on the build. That's it's very exciting for me. For some reason I can't actually see this very well down there. Okay, so I've got a block on the one, and then some even darker brown here, and some weird brown thing here. Okay, so that's the. So it's so strange not actually knowing what this thing's gonna look like. Like, I don't know, you have a clue what I'm building here at the moment. Okay, but it's simple enough, this bit anyway. So we've got some more dark brown bits, apparently, in there somewhere, which I don't actually really see. I see some lighter brown bits. Okay, so maybe we just leave that aside for now. Then we've got 2 greens. See, this is the bit when you get all of those small Lego piece sounds. Okay. Top, the orange, and this weird. Oh, it's a brick. That's pretty cool. So that's brickwork which we're laying there at the moment, which is good. Now I've got that thing again where I feel like I've forgotten something. So this needs to be doubled up somehow. Somehow I'm missing something, as I tend to. Okay. We get there, and then there's a long brown bit. It goes there, then there's a blocky 4-bit brick, something like that, but not quite. There we go, there's one. And there should be another dark brown bit. We know you're here. We know you're here. It's just locating it in this light with a brown tabletop with brown bricks and then slightly darker brown. It makes it a little bit difficult to find what I'm looking for. But then when I see it, I think, well, why the hell did I not see that? But I'm not even getting that at the moment. Okay, so there's brown, 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 brown. There it is. That's good. And then in the middle, there's another one of those weird brown things. Voila. And there we have it. So this point. Hello, how's you getting there? Were you meant to go on? No, I don't think so. So at this point, this is where the fiddly stuff comes into play. There's a lot of tiny anti-Fred bits here, but this is like the integral detail where some ingeniouses come up with these things to be the detail of something, and that's what I like with Lego. You kind of have to just make it real enough looking so it'll give the idea of whatever it is. Okay. How many of these do we need? So there's 3 of those. Next, there we have it. This is like coffee machine, I assume, or a grill or something. Something along those lines. Okay. And we need, how many of these do we need? Apparently just 1. Okay, and then a grill that goes on top, which is there. And that goes in there, and voila. We have what is meant to be something. Don't know what that is. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I think that's, yeah. I thought it was missing one more bit. There was a bit of a gap there. Okay. This thing, don't know, just detail. There's a lot of detailing for this. Whoops. For this Lego set, but it's there, and when you look at it, it will look good, I'm sure. There appears to be something missing there, so we just assume that goes in there. We'll come back to that if we're missing a 4 piece. Just remember that now. Okay, so these will go at the front here, which is pretty cool. Just to make sure they're the right way. So these are the back. These are like some window things with holes in them. Okay. I thought there were many. Okay, that was it. I thought that was going to be a lot more complicated. Apparently there's 5 of those, and there were 5. Correct. Graticus box. Okay. Right, so we need a long beige thing. Put a green 2-bit on the end, and then a beige and 2 beiges, or cream shall we say, and then the top 2, and then some brickwork. This brickwork's really good. It's very satisfying. Oh, I see what they're doing here. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, so this 3-piece goes on there, the brick goes on the top, and then 1 piece of the beige one goes there. And then on here we have, this is like detail which I've never ever had in any of my Lego sets throughout the years. I mean, there was a massive long period gap between them all, but the glass is something that I find quite exciting, more exciting than I probably should. But it's an awesome detail. So it's like bottle and a cup there, which is pretty awesome. And that goes above the grill. Look at that, that's so good. That's just it's a kitchen thing, accessory, bar, I don't know. Okay, so we're going into the mint green detailing. So I'm going to do this backwards at the moment so you can see and I can get it confused. Okay, and then there we go. Doing this always, or any Lego build, makes me want to go. I can't remember what the website was called, but it's where they hold all the well, not all of them, but a great selection of custom mock Lego builds, and people create some amazing things. And if I had the space, I would love to do episode 5, the chamber, the freezing chamber, carbon chamber, with lights and everything. That would look so good. And I'd like to wire it up, so I've got a button in there. If I press the button, and the lights sort of flash orange a bit, and then it makes the sound, you know, the sound of the carbon freeze when it goes down. But it's not only that. I'm going to do it after this. I'm looking, I might get another Star Wars ship to work on, because you have to accumulate all the correct bricks, and that comes from, you know, Belgium, Germany, everywhere, across Europe. And then once you've accumulated it all, then you're good to go. There it is. That's what we wanted. Right, so some more brickwork here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that goes on the end here. Make sure we've got the brickwork there. So it's like tiny little brick grooves which add the relief detail in. Okay, and then on the top we have dark brown. That is not quite calling our thing Lego at all, which, yes, it proves its worth again, and it works. That's great. And you go there. This is so strange. Now it is starting to look like Comfort Spa. Very clever. Very clever. And the color palette for this is like, it looks so good. It looks very realistic to what I'd imagine it would look like in real life. Once again, I find myself not reading the instructions, which, you know, is only going to end badly. I'm just sort of looking at the picture and playing it by ear, really. But I probably shouldn't do that. Now that looks like an oven. So here we have some orange things and something here. Yeah, that is good. And then a black thing there with an upright too. So it's, yeah, I'm interested because I can't really remember what it said at the front, but how this back bit's actually going to look. We'll shove that out of the way a bit. There we go. So you can see a little bit. And where is it? Orange bit. And there we go. And so it is. It's time for you to leave, sir. And so it is. Okay. Sorry, you seem to catch Fred when he's doing this very late, and then my mind it wanders a little bit. Quotes come, and yeah. So we have an IG88 looking thing. Great many things here, which I can't find. Why? Here somewhere. Okay, there it is. And we have a stud to put on top of you, and this is something which just goes there and looks good. And we have 2 cups. One cup. It's like a jewel here as well. That's pretty good. And another one. This is and another one. What's with all these jewels? And a genie lamp, or is that a tap or a teapot? It looks like a genie lamp to me. Okay. So am I even looking for the right thing? Yeah. So there should be 2 cups here. This goes on the back here, and then there's 2 cups. Just chilling, and a half thing, something which I've never seen before as well, which is, I'm never going to find it because, oh, there it is. Okay, so on the black things which I have failed to put in, okay, so that's the brown things, and on the brown things on the dishes we have this thing which goes across here, and then with this one cup. If we find the other cup, then is that Rachel's cup? Maybe it's her one. I feel like it's Rachel's cup, but if I tell you what, we're taking off Rachel's, then we'll pop it on there, and if we need it again from the tray, we'll find it and put it back on. Deal. Right. Now let's get back to the building blocks, which is good. Okay, so we have asking for 2. Or one of the dark ones. Right, so one there, and then building block in the middle. And then a number 3 which goes around by the cups, and there's a small one piece there with one of these weird long things, and that has a green thing on top, and that goes there. Does it go there? I don't think it does go there. That's right next to it. Alright, it's not one of those because it's really big. The green top goes on top like that. Voila. And then there's another green bit which goes on top like that. Okay, so we're almost creating something completely new here. So this is a complicated small piece. So we need this bit here, then we need a transparent one of them. Okay, and it's transparent, so obviously I can't see it anywhere. Or maybe it just means that, yeah, I think it's just me not being able to see it properly. Okay, well done, Fred. Need a dark brown, which is, there it is. Safely put aside. Okay, and then on top we have a clear top. Okay, and on the back we have a fitted one of these things at the back end there. Okay, so then we have, this is like all the small detail. Usually I wouldn't like this if it was on, I don't know, a ship or something, but then I like the end result, don't get me wrong. That is very, very exciting when it all looks awesome. But, I mean, the detail here, like, how would they know that that should go in that tiny bit, and this is going to make some, like, minuscule section, but it's complicated. Just like bounty hunting is a complicated profession. Okay, we need another one with a brown thing, which goes on top. I use slots on there, and it's a thing. Wow, fascinating. So this, oh, so basically we're making the kitchen at the moment, and that slots in. That's really good. Man, that looks so awesome. Why do I get excited about just something tiny like that? But the kitchen looks amazing. I'm very excited. I feel like this was wasted on me, maybe. I mean, now I'd appreciate it, but if I was younger and I had these things, like, that's when your imagination is just like crazy good, isn't it? And then you'd have had so much fun. I probably would have done a lot of stop motion or something like that. Okay. And on top we have a clear bit, completely clear. Right. And dark brown there. I'm kind of, I don't know why, but excited to see where these small bits go and where they're going to end up. It's always fun with Lego. I would have thought when I did my first Lego ASMR video, I mean, that's got to be over a year ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. But I was amazed with everything, and I'm still, like, I haven't got over that feeling with many of the creations that we've done. And there's so many things in there I think, oh wow, that's actually pretty good. That is going to slot ever so perfectly in the back. It's just filling up so nicely. So you can imagine just sort of moving around and doing your stuff and fetching stuff if you're working there. Where's your Gunther? So you could be leching at Overreach or daydreaming and then being in the kitchen. I mean, is that what you're meant to play when you're a Gunther? It's just thinking about Rachel all the time. A little bit loud. Okay, everything is blending in. I don't know if that's my eyes getting tired, but the color palette is not helpful for this low light sort of building. Okay, so this goes in. So this is the coffee machine maker, which, yeah, looks pretty cool. does stuff. Makes coffee, I would imagine. And then on the front we have a block. There it is. And that will fit on there. Very nice. And now we appear to be adding, house plants. But what colour? Because there are different shades and I've never seen this shade before, so I'm going to assume it's going to be the light, the dark green. We just pop it there anyway. There, you know, it's a plant. Okay, so we need one of those things. This thing and the red grill on there. Okay, and that goes on the back somewhere. I think here. We hope. Yeah. Okay, now we get to some back building again. So you can hop on the back there, and then we have is that kind of slotted. There we go. On the top. It's so satisfying when it all connects in. It's just, it pleases me greatly. Okay, and then there's a one piece and a brick thing, which to me, okay, right, so brick thing on there, one on there, another brick thing on top, voila. It's looking so good. Okay. So on the top, we have this one. That pointing down. Yeah. Okay. We have two of these single white ones. So, and next to it, that on the thing. I can't even remember how much detail there was on the other bits, but considering this is one more, I mean, it's going to look great once it's done. It's going to look really cool. But there's a lot of detail, a lot of small bits. That goes on the top there, and there appears to be a whole lot of missing here. What is that even? Because that's built up there, but this is all, there's loads missing there, right? So I should probably work on that, but I assume that that's that bit there. See, this is what I was worried about. What's going to happen? And then I think there's a brick thing here. I think. Maybe. No, I'm not sure about that actually. I don't know. I think it's one of those. Yeah, how many of those on the side? So we've got to build up three now. 1, 2, 3, right, so we're way off here. Okay. So we've got 3, then 1, 2, and is there 2 separate pieces there? Looks like it could be. Yeah, I was right. Okay, that's there, that builds up there, that goes on top like so. There we go. And then we have a one piece that goes there, and then this oak thing here. Well done, Fred. Well done, Fred. You've done it again. See, I didn't even really need to look. I just made it happen. So here's the master builder in me, maybe. Highland Cream, Central Jolt, Fifth Avenue Blend, Empire Roast, Miss Liberty Blend, that's pretty cool. New York Classico, Tin Pan Java, Manhattan Mocha, Broadway Quartet, Urban Drive Java. Yeah, that's pretty good, and you just go in there and it's looking awesome. I love it, it's so good. I can see why people build the interior like sets. They must have so much fun making everything like for everyone to sit down in. It's very satisfying. Now that somewhat, oh that's fine. Whew. Getting slightly worried there. Okay, so let's avoid the mistakes. I think that goes there and this will hop on top. So in fact there will be another thing there, and then we have green bits underneath on both. Here and here. Okay. And then this. Let's go there. If that sits there, oh, it does go flush. That's good. That's good. Okay. So if I missed anything else there, oh, not because it's too late now. I don't think we're even halfway through yet. It's going to be a long one. This might actually be longer than the Razor Crest, and I did not expect it to be like that either, so that's pretty amazing. I didn't think it would. I thought like the ship of the Razor Crest would be, and the X-Wing and TIE Fighter would have taken way longer than this, but I suppose it's all the small details in there, perhaps. Right, so let's not get ourselves muddled up here. In here we are meant to have something. Something's meant to come out the wall here. We've missed a massive section. Yeah, I missed all these small tiny bits. Okay. Got another blue thing which goes through on the top. And then this has to start on top. And then there's lots on there. Voila. And then we have a single beige or brown, light brown block, and then we have a hook with a claw, then we have a brick, the last brick, which goes on there, and now I think we are in the position. I just got to carry away with the sign. Missed out some important things, so we've done that. No, we haven't. Where's this coming from? Why am I missing these things? Okay, come on, Fred. Pay attention. My words are a matter. Right. Okay, there. This is great. This is, oh yeah, this is very satisfying. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, it lines up perfectly along there. I'm really impressed with this at the moment. There we go. So we have a 4 there, a 4 there, a 2 there, then another 4, and then another 2, then a 4, and there's another 2. Yes, it sure is, buddy. And then another 4. I thought there was 3 studs left on there. Oh dear. Don't scare me like that. And that's just like a little bit of detail. That's so good. Okay, so we have a 5. No, so we have 4. No, with 1 piece. 5 on the square. And then another 5. And then another 5. And then. Okay, that looks great. It has that sort of, I don't know, sort of symphony vibe about it, but it doesn't as well. Like, it looks more real. Okay. Right, so these things go on stuff, so on top here, so it's like coffee making machines, but to me that looks more, I don't know, like a droid or something like this Star Wars cantina. And we have these weird frying pan things with the same stuff on them. These used to be guns when, like on the biplanes when I used to have when I was a kid. That's probably like an ancient piece, a relic. It's weird that you never forget. Alright, so this sort of slots in. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. But that's meant to point upwards, is it? Cool. It's just another Lego random bit of detail. I assume these are coffee machines, an integral part for Central Perk. Yeah, they look pretty good. And then it's more flowers and detail. So we have, they're even making some sort of bush here. So the light green goes over that, the dark one, and that sits above the grill, the corner. That's pretty cool. And then we have these weird, no idea what they are, or what they'd be used for, binoculars or something, but they sort of just go about there. And then we have the diamonds. So I don't get what the diamonds are for at all really, but they're there for a reason, I imagine. Whoa, it's getting a little bit small. Okay, diamond goes in. Is this, oh, if this is a light, then that's amazing. I feel like that's a light. That's so good. And then the teapot goes on top of the thing here. It's surprising how many like small bits of detail there are here, all just for the kitchen. Okay, this is so good. This is good. I didn't even know that you'd be covering that up, but it still looks great. This is awesome. Okay, look at that. Let's just appreciate the smoothness of the sign. Yes. That looks so good. Very, very, very impressed with this. You know what? I can sort of foresee what's going to happen. I'm going to get this. If I end up loving it, I mean, I might just get it. But if you end up loving it, then I might get the full shebang and do the whole thing. And you know, when you get the whole thing, you just want to like put actual lights in there and things. So that's the temptation. That's cool. Okay. Okay, this is a bit which I like, is that they've included the set pieces on there from behind, so it's just the Friends set. So it has, you know, like the infrastructure of the come on, friend, the scaffolding, you know, to build the sets. There appears to be a lot of things. Right, yeah, so we've missed another light somehow. I don't know how. But let's pop you on there. That makes perfect sense that you sit in there. Why do I just get these like right at the end? So I think that's done. There is a cup here. Maybe that was meant to go in Rachel's thing. There's two cups. Whoops. So we'll just add them in. There's a cup there. And where else is there going to be a cup? There's literally nowhere to put it. But I'll tell you what, there were going to be two stacked cups, but I don't think so much now. I think one sits up the top there. More light here. So display mug. There we go. There's a lot. Whoa, there is a lot of stuff, small items here. I assume this is Joey. I think there's just something up with the lighting here because it's showing Joey with like grey hair. We give him the ultra. How you do it? Yeah, so it's black hair here. Yeah, it's definitely Joey. Plus he's got a pizza in his hand and a slice of pizza. That's pretty cool. Attention to detail. I like it. Oh, that's so good. They've got his man purse on the side there as well. It's practical. Okay. I wonder if they've got his friendship bracelet. That would be good. Okay. And then his pizza thing is here. Joey Triviani. I don't know how he's meant to hold that. Is that sort of slot on his hand? Yes, it does. Okay. And there's a slice of pizza in here. This tiny thing. Okay. That's so good. Like literally included everything in there. And that's Joey with this. Hair looking a bit better than his handbag and pizza. But now we're gonna say a Joey line with his face. How are you doing? There we go. And back you go. We got the Rachel. Right, so big things look like they're happening here immediately. So there's a door. I don't think I've actually acquired a door for a very, very long time in Lego form. Like, I don't know how long. Okay, that's like proper full size. That's cool. Right. So then top of the door we just do transparent pieces here, actual transparent pieces, might add, and then that's at the top with the green bit on the top here, and then a stud on there. And this sits ever so perfectly right there. That's really good. And now we have a door. So I assume that's like the toilets or store or office or something. I'm pretty sure we've seen Gunther go in and out on many occasions. Okay, right, so now we're green. It's just greening up the floor. Yes. you've done it again, you know what it's time for. I was literally just about to give this so much credit, but it's not coming off. It has proven its worth again, but it didn't. It was a bit of a struggle. Okay, and we have another long green bit here on the edge. Oh. There's one, there's two, voila. Okay, so one across, and then two down on the end. Looking good. Okay, and now do some proper brick block building. So is it beige or light brown? Hard to say really. It's a 4-piece though, so any of those would be pretty hot. There we go. So it's dark brown, I assume. Okay, then we have one long bit that goes along there. That's a very French colour orange. That's like 90s millennium type colour. It's nice. Okay. There's a bench. Oh, I see. Perfect. Just go over. Right. This we put on here. This one we pop on here. It's just where I've been watching the show for quite some time again. It's like subconsciously this just all looks right, and it's really strange to see it in a miniature form, or like it, let alone a Lego form, but it's really good. Seeing it come together and you're like, oh, I see that now, and I see that. Okay, so this goes on top. Just one bit there, a bit there. Nice, that is good. I feel like this one wouldn't be anywhere near as long as that last section. It seems to be quite nice. I think this is probably all the filly bit, we hope, but the rest seems nice and blocky. I mean, there's a lot of small stuff there, but let's not speak too soon. As you know, it get very fiddly. It could turn on us very quickly, and kind of ultra fiddly. Right, I missed a fundamental bit out here. These are meant to be plain bits. There we go. Backs of the seat. So yeah, the thing that I'm going to be going to is the Friends set thing, and so you get to go through all the sets and take pictures everywhere. And I'm going to wear the Chandler's jumper, and I can't remember what it says. Can I be any more something? And it's going to be great. So that's coming up soon, and you get to go around all the set and have photo opportunities doing, you know, different friend stuff. So then, of course, I'm probably going to inundate my Instagram with all that. That's really good. That's the seating area for the background people. Okay. Never seen that bit before, ever. Actually, I might have. Okay, that makes perfect sense. This brick wall goes on the side here, and then on top, there's this bit here. Okay, then on a green bit, a long green bit, but not too long. It's got studs in it. There it is. And then on the edge, you go there. Right, and then I don't know why, along with the ship as well, the Star Wars ship, I have the urge just to you know, go all out and build a big old B1 battle droid army, have a big AAT or something there as well. That would just be very satisfying. I need somewhere good or build something good. I feel like with the Falcon, I'd probably have it in a coffee table or something like that, and then once again I'd like to be able to wire something up there, and then when you press a button then it makes the sound effects of the Falcon. That would be kind of awesome and very nerdy, but it's a good showpiece, shall we say, when people come over that think you're crazy or just really cool. Probably a little bit crazy, but I think it's pretty cool. Right, there's one bit in here that we want, is that odd dark brown piece, and there's not that many pieces here, so you are here. There it is. You always find it eventually. Okay, that's it. Okay, if you say so. But could we pop it there? Right, I see. No, I don't see. Because that doesn't look like it's meant to go there. I look like I've got that backwards somehow. Is that it? Is that flush with the end? I think it is actually. Right. Yeah, that is good. And then we're making a window. Pretty cool. I don't know why windows and doors excite me. It's just a very exciting part of the process. Okay. So you fit, and I feel like that was meant to be green. Yep. I knew it. I knew it. Thank you. I honestly thought that wasn't going to come out. Okay, you go in there with those, I think, and then this black piece here, and then single stud here. Yeah, if you want to go on the, come on, please. There we go. And then a brick piece, which I'm pretty sure is not meant to dangle off the edge there. So why don't we just pop one of those on there? And use our intuitive Lego master build skill level and just pop it wherever you want. I think that's about right. Yeah, I think that's about it. And we have this on the top and another one piece on the side there. This is one big section. Okay, and then that's that. We'll leave that there. You can do your thing. Okay. Another bit. I assume that's kind of meant to go in together. I think they're really best. I think it's a compartment to put something. If that's the case, then that's pretty neat. So yeah, alright, okay. I've got it. I think. No, I don't. Okay, I'll have to turn that around and see. So what they're going for here. Then this pokes out on the side there. Damn, I really thought that was a compartment or something. And it goes in there. Well, it wasn't meant to be. It was something else entirely. Okay, so we have this brown bit, and then on top we have this viciously brown bit, which I can't actually see. And then this here, and then a cap. That's like the classic Lego, yellow Lego head cap, I seem to remember. Right, this just goes on the side, like so. there's a stud. We put that on. Did we put? Yeah. And there's more. There's a sticker here somewhere. Really? I don't think there is. That's so good. So that's including Joe's when he does that promotion, the advert, and he's on the posters for an STD or something, I don't know. And yeah, I've included that as well. So attention to detail, that is really good. That's brilliant. I love this. This is so well thought out. That is amazing. And on the outside, there's another one. That's so cool as well. Right, so we'll get the other one. Come on. Where are you? It's on a black piece on the board. I think I'm not so bad. Don't speak too soon, actually. I'll shut up first. Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, I don't think I'm so bad at the whole putting on. Yeah, I don't think I'm on the whole sticker thing on the Lego bits. But it's got Phoebe's push on there as well. Live tonight, Phoebe buffet, and then a picture of a cat. That's obviously smelly, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, so we assume that you just slot on right there. Okay, is that meant to do anything there? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if that's meant to move, but we'll see. It's yeah, it's awesome. I feel like I've got that on backwards a bit. No, that's, yeah, that's good. Right, let's get to exterior block building. This is like the treat when you do all the fiddly bits and then you get a nice big bit. That's a really satisfying bit. Okay. Then we have a bit of wall which goes in here. Now I've got the Smelly Cat song in my head. And then we have what looks like what they've gone for here, which I think looks really gorgy and realistic. But I feel like this is a quintessential like New York light of this period. So it contains the flames here, so kind of like Statue of Liberty type thing. Some place which I've wanted to visit for I don't know how long now. Okay, we'll get you up there. And all these flames fit in, I won't say the flower there. These bits here, they fit on there. I really like what they've done with these. Oh, crap. What they've done with these lights. Like all of them are really different, and there we go. We've just put you there so that doesn't happen again. Yeah, and well thought out to be made out of Lego pieces. Come on, you just know it's gonna ping off. Very delicate, very delicate. There it goes. It's off. Brute force won't work, Fred. Fred, there we go. This does seem just a little bit on the wobbly side, so this would kind of only be my suspicious bit at the moment, that yeah, it doesn't seem to look like it's going to fit in properly. Okay, so maybe it will actually. Okay, and then this goes in the corner right here as the lamp. that actually, yeah, that's pretty solid. Nice, that looks really good. And then there's some flowers or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is indoors. So block, not a poster thing there. Okay, and then we have a cup and a transparent thing, which I assume is meant to replicate glass. No, a vase. I stand corrected. And then this vase has a flower in it, and on the edge is these flowers. That's pretty cool. Never seen that before, or had a Lego piece like that before. I will show you very shortly. But it's got all the flowers on there, which is it's pretty neat. Yeah, it's tiny, but it's oh man, it gets better. Another flower thing on edge. Okay, and that goes on top. This is really fiddly. You know what? I'm trying to be extra careful here. See, the other one's just popped out. Come on, Fred. You can do this. No, you can't, Fred. It does look really good. That's really convincing for flowers. I'm actually really impressed with that. Another thing to be impressed about this set. It looks so good. Where does that go? Tell me. Tell me. Right, so next to... That's really good. So next to the... That's really good. So you see the flowers through the window. Yeah. That's neat. And then you've got like the lamp and the light and everything in there, which is pretty good. There's so many like small bits on here. I'm very impressed, I must say. Okay, so we're breaking up again. Fiddly bit, and then big block bit. Big block, make Fred happy. Okay, let's hope for some more. Yes. I assume that goes in the end. Let us hope. Okay. This bit, which I've never seen before, looks like a new piece from Lego, and it goes on there. This slots on there. That's pretty decent as well. So that holds that in place. It's like a new, unique mechanism to hold things. Right, now this is good. Okay, so at the bottom we have that and a single stud, and then we have another single stud and another single stud, and then a hand claw and another hand claw, and all of the mugs. This is the mug stand. This is really good as well. There's tons of mugs here, which I like. Obviously, being a coffee shop, you need plenty of mugs. Right, and then this sits on here. Great, and now more block building with dark pieces, which doesn't look like I've actually got. Okay, right, two. These join together. There appears to be a gap in my section here, so I think, but it's fine. There's one bit that I just missed. Thought it was a go back to square one type thing. Okay, so this goes on the top, so that kind of moves on there, which is pretty cool. And then this next to it. And then we have 2 number 4s. Stud off thing, a block which goes in there, which I feel like is meant to be. That appears to me like it should be flush there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Possible problem. So we have the bottom bit, that bit, middle bit. Well done, Fred. You just get way ahead of yourself. I wondered why all the cups, they matched. They sort of touched each other, but I was missing just a, come on, yeah, bit in the middle, which separates them all, like so. And now they look more realistic and better. My brain thought about it, but I didn't do anything about it, nor think it was something that was wrong. Okay. Now this should fit in a lot nicer there, which it does perfectly. And then this, there we go. Voila. Perfect. Yes. All nice and smooth. And then on the top we have more green bits. Oh, I need to get my bearing right here. Okay, so there's one bit on the end. And the rest we're good to go. Oh, thank goodness. Don't make me do that noise again. Right, so there is, right, yeah, just in there. There's one bit in there, a little bit of trickery. On the top, the smooth bits, like it really does make it feel and look completed. Like that's really nice and smooth, and it looks the bee's knees. Okay, then we have this bridge. Is that Manhattan Bridge? Is that even a bridge? I don't know. I assume it is. Okay, that hangs on the wall there. And then there's, well, let's do it in our New York linguistics here. So that's a garbage bin, but we would say dustbin. So we will pop that there. That looks very New Yorky now. Awesome. So that's the next section completed. That looks so good. I'm so amazed with this. This is looking so cool. And yet there's still bits left over. Always the worry. Funny, no matter how hard you will try to quietly open a Lego bag, it will never happen. Okay, so now we are making Chandler. I think if I was to choose a favourite, Chandler and his sarcastic wit is pretty high up there for me. Ross has made me laugh out loud on many occasions, so I think it's pretty close with both of them. But there's some scenes where I think my favourite bit in Friends, like where I just uncontrollable laughter, and we can rewind it and watch it. And Chandler's got his suitcase there as well. So, well, yeah, his laptop, that's really good. And I've never seen, well, that's an actual Lego laptop. That's so good. That's awesome. That is so cool. And then it opens up, and that's an actual laptop. Come on, Fred, Queens. There we go. And it's got all of its keys on there as well. That's tiny. Love that so much. And then Chandler can hold it and get back to his job of that no one knows. But yeah, there's a scene, and of course I've got an impression. Could I be any more funny? Can I be any more Lego? Can I be any more asleep? I don't know. I could keep going there. But yeah, the scene where Rachel is having a party and both her parents turn up, and then they try to separate them, and there's a bit where they're all saying goodbye, and her dad's deciding to go and her mum's already outside saying goodbye, so Ross humorously tries to separate them, and then they try and do like a lad thing where they're all shouting and cheering, and they run across from one Chandler's apartment, Joyce, to Monica and Rachel's, and they just make a load of noise to try and block the view from Rachel's mum, and they are just in hysterics. I could not stop laughing. It's just the whole, that thing where just guys make noises because they're drunk. I just loved it so much. And then like Chandler does this weird thing as he goes across. He goes like, it's so good. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's hilarious. Every single bit in there appears to be like a different shade of green or something. I have no idea what this futuristic bit that I'm making here at the moment, what it's meant to be. Something. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's amazing. So they are curtains, and they slot in right about. So that's what that was for. My God, how could they work that out? That's amazing. Love that so much. Is that really going to focus in there? Come on, curtains. Yeah, no. I'm going to let it off because it's been very good at focusing today. Right, we are making something which looks like it might move. Okay, so it's two of these. Is that on top? Yes, we will say it's on top, and then single black bits at the bottom. I have no idea how long this would have got at the moment. I assume that it's pretty long. It's pretty far up there, but these details take time. But I can only imagine how long the actual full set takes. I think that was 135 pounds or 36 pounds. So that could be probably, well, I'd say twice the time for this, because that's two apartments and then extra bits as well. So that would be a very, very long build for that one. Okay. Right, confusing things appear to be happening here, so Fred, pay attention. That points out, that goes down. Is this like a seed or something? I don't know what's happening here at the moment, but it looks pretty good. It looks very pleasing actually how that's going together. I think I'm going to be about to be amazed with this. Surely can't be the sofa already. Doesn't look like a sofa. There's a bar. Oh my goodness. Come on, Fred. Alright, so we've got two transparent bits here. Actual transparents, which exist. Okay, another 2, and then this is good. Whatever it is, I'm really liking it at the moment. Oh, Fred. Transparent bits there, come on. Come on. That's not going to come off properly, is it? Okay. Neither side. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll do a trade-off. You can go across there if you, there we go. You promise to stay together, and you go there if you stay together. That's better. Okay, now we could have a green bit across there. We could have a green bit across there. I assume that green bit goes there. I mean, the bar is going to be, I'm saying, I don't know actually. There maybe. We'll see. Patience. We have a black lantern that points out here, and then just one on top with just a plain black stud next to it. I can't believe how thick these instructions are still. There's a lot to go, which is good, right? I mean, extra long. They're small videos, you can just listen to the long videos in the background. I mean, that's what I do on many occasions. That is so good. So you put cake in here. That's amazing. So these are cake tarts or muffins, shall we say, that Joey probably has. That goes on top, like there. I'll show you close up in 1 second. That. Oh man, that's amazing. So this is the till. I love that. That's great. I'm worried that all the muffins won't be going in there, so we'll have to go somewhere else, so we'll just put them all in there. And yeah, there we go. And then we have a bit handle on the till. That's brilliant. I love that. That's proper old school till there as well. And then the transparent thing there. That's amazing. And then a cup goes here. This is like Gunther's area. Man, that's just so good. I love that. And then Gunther, like, yeah, being sarcastic. So, you know. Okay, so the bar, I think there's one bit that goes there. Okay, I think that's it there. So there's still plenty of room for stuff. That looks awesome. I love that so much. I actually think I'm going to keep this on display. The way it's going at the moment, I might just keep it out. Why not? Right. We need a sticker again or something. So we need 2 brown bits. Okay. I don't know what colour brown. No, I don't know. We're going to say dark brown to begin with. Okay. 2 dark brown bits. A light brown bit. 2 more dark brown bits. Okay. And then 2 dark brown things. A stud, 2 stud things with the side studs with your there, and then lighter brown ones on top, and then lighter brown stud things pointing away from each other. Wherever the other one is that pointing away? Yeah. And then dark brown ones again. I think my eyes are telling me dark brown. The reflections are telling me something else. Okay. That's on there. And then we have, goodness knows what this is. This is huge. Okay, then a dark brown there and a soft top like that. No idea. Something's happening there. I think, right, yeah, I've just seen what's happening. This is, it's pretty cool. So we are making a long bit there with a 2 dark, light, dark, middle. And then we go for the opposites with the dark, light, and light brown. Here, like so, and then we have a stud here, and a plain one there. Okay, this here. It's just crazy the amount of detail that goes in here. But this has been so well thought out. We have a 4 piece, and that's a 6 and a 4 on there. Alright, so that's one bit. And apparently, Right, so we need 2 of these, I think. So we do it again. Okay, so you know, light right in the middle, nice 360 spin, dark there, we have light. Not sure if that's meant to be. I tell you what, we're going to make it identical and see if that's meant to be exactly the same. Okay, so you go on there, you go on there, and apparently, just as I feared. So if this is indeed right, which it isn't, there's something not quite right there. So it's time to seriously consult. So we have a 2-2, 2-2, stud, 2-2, and then 2-2. There we go. We found it. We found the culprit. One there, one there, and then the stud there, and a 2-2. So this should. At the bottom, this points up there, this points down there. and we've made ourselves, as we put it in here, this is part of the flooring as well, so that should ever so neatly and satisfyingly, please, I'll tell you what it needs. It needs a good old squeeze, and then that, just come on, you know you want to. It's in. We're in business. And that's really cool. Carpet, floor, and it's got some studs in there so people could stand around there as well, which is pretty awesome, and chat. But there's probably going to be a table and chairs that fit in there as well. Right. Yeah, there's a table and chairs. Literally in the next bit. So on the bottom here, let's do what it says. Let's make the base. Okay, that is there. This on the top. Let's not get a bit of ourselves here. We have the black stud there. And then this sits on top. Okay, that sits in the middle there. We have 4 seat legs. This is pretty awesome. No, you don't. I can't believe how much stuff there is in this set. I did not think that it would include all of these things in here. Like have we got to Ross yet? No. We haven't even got to Ross yet. Okay. So this chair can go wherever it wants there, and this one can sit there as well. And people sit in that chair. And it's my version. It's a little bit folded in. Okay. So we've got an arrow thing that goes on the end. A stud there. I assume that's a light stud. Yeah. An arrow that points down, which says surface. Okay. And then this has some long old stick on the back of it. Okay. Where the hell is that meant to go through? Literally, is that meant to go through all of... Is that right? Is there always a big old sign which hangs out like that? Maybe. I've never seen that before, but apparently so. If Lego says it's there, then I'm not going to dispute it. I'm sure they've done their research. Wow, and there we go. Some little bits left over with this bit here, which strikes me that there's something missing there. Just double check for any flatness bits that I missed. Yes, Fred, yes you did. He easily does it. Perfect. And there's the bar. Let's put it back on there. Perfect. And now you look superb again. I'm literally an imbecile. I nearly knocked the whole thing off the table. Right. So now we get to build Professor, or Dr. Geller, shall we say, and Phoebe Buffet. So he's got his brown trousers. Her head is some. Oh my goodness, that is so good. That is the first Lego guitar I've ever seen. That's amazing. See, I love finding new bits like that. The central perk sign. Some really good bits in there. Except I can't find the Phoebe's face yet. So we give everyone like happy smiles and stuff. And she's got dark legs. Dark and Ross's, okay. Yeah, there we go. And she's got a guitar. That's awesome. I'm surprised Ross hasn't got like the holiday armadillo costume or something. That looks good. What would Phoebe say? Smelly cat, smelly cat. There we go. And Ross is probably my favourite. Pivot. We were on a break. Perfect. Nailed it. Okay, there's another set piece in here as well, which looks pretty good. Oh my goodness, we are making a piano. This set is amazing. I'm having, even though it's actually, what's the time right now? Okay, that's AM. That's where we are at the moment. But I'd be damned if I'm going to bed and not finishing this build. I'm having too much fun, even though my eyes are a little bit exhausted. Lego does that to me. Oh man, look at that. That's amazing. The keyboard as well. So Ross plays alternative futuristic music. That's so good. I love it. Love it. Okay, that's with a stand and all. That's two Lego instruments on. Great. We are making doors. Big things happening. Too big. Okay, where's that bit we just made? Two doors that go together and open up, so these are the main doors. Now just imagine Ross standing on the outside, staring back at Rachel, and they're about to get together. That was a really great episode. Alright. So we have this on the edge here. Well, so it goes literally. Okay. It is telling us that this somehow that's great. I love that. Our flowers just fell off. But they go back on. Oh no, a flower did fall off. But that's going back on. These flowers are too delicate, but they look really good. Let's try and put it on the vase. Let's see if we can rectify that a little bit here. So that connects in. That's awesome. Now that stays in place. Okay, what can we do with these? As long as that doesn't move. There we go. Did they just fall out again? No. So these are the doors coming in. Hopefully they're meant to open inwards. I think so. Oh, I don't think so. Right, now we're window building. So we need two single studs, two double ones here. Then that goes on. Thick one there, the two studs, that's on top. And then the window. I love this. Like, I just wish I had the whole set now, so I could put it all together. I really do respect the people who actually do the stop motion, and it must take forever to do that. Right, so on the top, suspiciously that fit, but I think we got one on there. Yeah. The top that joins to make it a proper nice. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's good. And then another one on top. Yes. Well done, Fred. So you need the top of the black bit. I think there was meant to be a green bit. There are two bits at the edge there. Okay, I'm literally about to bring it all around. Voila. So good. This is looking amazing at the moment. So much effort just for like what appears to be small, but there's a lot going on, as you can see, obviously. Right. So we have a full one, and then a 2, and 3s. Perfect. And then we have 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then 3 of those hanging on top there. I see what's happening here. You're face to face with greatness, and you're whatever. This is kind of the big thing which is happening at the moment. The main central perk part is just about to go. Okay, we've got another piece there with the gap there and a single stud behind with 3 at the bottom there. Yes, okay. This requires a close up. Yes. And then central perk. Which looks amazing. Okay. This hanging off. Central perk. Goes on here. That falls off easily there. As predicted. Okay. Is that two at the bottom? One. Okay, fiddly bits. Okay, so we have, and we need 3 of these. Yes, we do. Right. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Levels up. That's well done, Fred. Okay, so that's 2 greens, black there, 2 greens at the bottom here. There's 2 clips in there, so this clip's in there. But how did they know that that needed to happen later on? Like obviously they design it and change it a bit and then go back and make the design, but I'm still fascinated with how they do it. I should probably, I don't know if it's even a thing, but wait a minute, Fred. That does not quite go on there. Honestly, I'm such an idiot because I literally just took all this apart, triple checked it along there as well, as this was not fitted in that way because I assumed central perk would be kind of on the outside, but on here it's on the inside, and to literally rectify that, turn it around and it fits in perfectly. So yeah, there's that, but now that looks amazing. It's so good. Alright, so there's a hand thing here in the instructions that tells you to pop. Why would it say put it in that way? I don't get it. And then turn it around. How strange. What a pointless thing when it tells us to turn it around to begin with. That could have just saved me a lot of bother if I skipped ahead. Okay, we are on to another set of windows. Okay, and then on top there. I don't know if building this coffee thing makes me want to grab a nice iced latte or something. I mean, if I have a preference for coffee, that I don't really drink coffee. I try to stay away from it, as in caffeinated. Always have decaf everything. But then I have a massive sweet tooth, so it's always with syrups and vanilla this and, you know, complicated coffees, which are more like milkshakes or something like that. Okay, so we have 2 clocks there, 1 at the bottom. I knew I was missing one. There we go. Voila. Wow, this is a very fun bit for me. Literally just building a part of a wall. My goodness, my throat needs some water right now. It is so dry. I don't know how many we need, but I assume there's going to be a lot. Is there any more? Should we stick them on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many you say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, should have put that last one on. I really like those wall pieces. They're very nice. And then we have a single stud here on the end, and then this slots on just there, quite so perfectly. And then this stud there. We have some long pieces that go along here. Another long piece, which, oh dear, no it doesn't. Because Fred, for some reason, if it wasn't so late, if I would be prone to making as many mistakes. Like usually when I film it's more in the later morning region. So if I'm doing things where it requires attention, usually it's lacking just a little bit. Okay, we got black bits here and here. Which don't go next to each other, but it does go near the hat. I'm slightly confused. What do you want here? Lego. Okay. So we've got that going across. This is meant to be put outwards like that. I see. But if this goes on there, then surely the doors are not going to open this way. Maybe that's what they will. Oh no, they still do. There we go. Perfect. And then we have some single studs. Both here and here. Perfect, and then a double one in the middle. I'm hoping there's going to be some smooth bits coming up. And this next one, quietly confident. Yes. How did I not see these things? Where are those? Oh, I've got to make it. They looked very convincing, like there was one piece, so we're making like the umbrella thing. So we've got a red, white, red. We'll see how many of these we need. Okay, go for 4 reds and the rest white. Okay, these look pretty good if they were fitting together. Okay. It's a gunner. There we go. There we go. Yeah. So this one goes over the edge here. That looks very smart. That looks really good. That's so good. It looks like, I don't know, some sort of candy sweet which I want to eat, which is now making my mouth hungry. Okay, then we've got red. Remember, Fred, there's a missing white now on the floor. Hopefully that's an extra bit on the floor, you know, where it just has an extra bits in every bag, slashed bits that I missed out. Oh dear, and on my travels down there, I found another piece, and this goes along the edge. Yeah, that looks really good. I love it. Thank you for being so cool looking. Alright, then we have some soft bits down here. And these go along the edge, so these are they blinds? Are we blind? Deploy the garrison. And it's pretty bad that probably every sentence in my vocabulary that I can say a Star Wars reference or find a reference from a movie literally anywhere. Okay, there and there. That looks really good. So these are sort of the curtain blinds. And let us not forget there's some green bits somewhere. Yes, on the top, obviously. Come on, Fred, your favorite bit. There we go. And then you know the deal, when the green bits go on, then the completion is near. The smooth bits. Rather. Okay, we don't want that, but we do want that. No, we don't. We want this. And this. That's looking great. And there's a single white bit here. As this goes across along there. Yes, that looks amazing. It looks like it's meant to slot nicely in line with someone in some other section. But yeah, that's so good. It feels very nice as well, actually. Okay. Right, we've got another carpet built there. In the middle. I think that's a bit there. That's meant to go there anyway. Right, and then we have two of these that go either side. There. That makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, that there. That there. This here. And there should be another one of those. Should be another one of those. Should be another one of those. Are you camouflaged somewhere? And there it is. The elusive one. Okay. This points out, that points in. Blue bits galore now. Okay, next to the thing, we have two of these double ones, like brown ones here, which fit in nicely there. And then we have two more new blue bits there. God knows what's going on here because I haven't put the brick on yet, which is possibly this, but it's not. It's not that. Right. No, without front, that's why it is that. Which means I've put this on back to front, so probably change that around. Probably change you around. And while we're at it, we'll change you around. Don't quite know what I've created here. Just sticking bricks in wherever. Wherever you want. This is your world. Happy little world. Alright. Blue bit on top. Single starts here. Here. And on the top. So this is going to be one big long carpet then. Okay. Sounds good to me. Then for this smoothie, and then this. Let's not try to drop it off the edge again, Fred. Goes right about here. Quite perfectly as well. That looks so good. And then we're going to flower pots again, right? So two of these. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, actual flower pot. Brown thing. For the vase, which goes right on there. Two plants. Plants actually, very surprisingly, they look really good, but they're a little bit fiddly, not gonna lie. So I think they're meant to be roses or something. So some big clocks are taking place at the moment, and I feel like this is shaping up to be a nice sofa. Not the main sofa, but the one where Phoebe plays her music on from. Okay, so we got part here. Okay, and that flicks up there with this section on the side there. This happens twice. Okay, so I have a chair bit there and square there, and then this apparently somehow fits on there. I assume that red pig goes on top and holds it in place like so. And that goes on the edge there. Yes, this looks so good. This looks so amazing. It's just a sofa, but it looks just like a sofa. That's so good. Another amazing bit. So well done, Lego, again. I love the sofa. So that goes and fits on right next to the plant pot. Okay, right there, and then next for Phoebe for station. So there's like a microphone, which is so cool, and then a table there as well. So that pops on the microphone at the front. Phoebe Buffet will probably sit there. That looks so good. But now we're going on to another set piece here. So that fits in on the top, and then next to it is this section here. The same thing can happen that like the other one. Yes, it is nice and smooth. That's what we like. And there we have it for that bag with a few accessories added. We popped them aside just in case we actually missed something. Yeah, we've got one final bag, but already this looks so cool. I mean, look at that. It's like an actual set. I didn't think it was going to look that good. And yeah, this is really surprising. It's kind of lit very well as well. So it is coming along very nicely. As is the time. Oh dear. But we shall continue. And there it is, the last bag. We finally got there. So the final person to make is Monica. So I've opted, I've edited the first section of this. Two things which I wanted to change. We have very happy Monica. That was the black backgrounds, just because I'm using a new table, but the whole point of this is so it absorbs the impact. So I changed my mind. Monica's hair here, which looks very monochrome. And what colour trousers? Sort of browny beige, which I can actually see. Okay. And what even is that in her hands? Like a something? A cake? So is this meant to be like a baking something? I don't know. Damn. So a classic Monica line would be, alright, it's meant to be like that. Yeah, she looks really cool. So a classic Monica line would be, I don't know, 7 7. You know. Let's just leave that as that. Right. So we're finally getting there. These are like very iconic pillars there. So they require some green bits on the top. And the brilliant thing with this particular last bag is that it's where we built the sofa. I see a lot of orange in here, which looks great. Okay, so we'll pop you on there, and then I think that's 2 down. We have 1. Alright, so this, I just put the piano there because I thought it would look good there. Right, so you go there, and then 2 down, you go there, 2 in the middle, and then 3 studs back there as well. That looks really good. It's just like a simple, tiny detail, but it just looks just like it. No, it's so strange. It's so good. It's not strange. It's amazing. I love it. Right, so we've got some dark green bits to kind of fit in there when everything's nice and fiddly. Okay, we're just gonna stick the piano, I don't know, there we go. Right, so this is where the last thing happens. So we've got another rug thing to fill in this space here. So we need a long blue bit. I'm actually gonna really miss making this set. I've had so much fun with it. It's exceeded all of my expectations. Okay, so we have a 4 blue on top. Then we have a 7, 7, 7. Okay, then on top there, and then on top another blue bit, and then another 4. Yeah, okay. Then it starts to get complicated. Shh, please. Right, so we've got green bits, which are 2 green studs somewhere there and there. So they go from second on the inside, blue on the outside. This is going to be quite clever because it's going to go sideways like that, then the sofa on top. So kind of looking forward to what ingenious way or how they go about doing that. I'm sure there'll be some amazing thing which would leave me feeling rather amazed. There we go. Then we have 2 of these blue bits which go along there, and 1 longer brown bit which goes along there. And on the top we have 2 more blue bits with some orange lanterns. I say orange, they're brown. Are they brown? I don't know. We'll look for orange, but I think it's brown. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. There we go. Okay, and then we have some textured 2 bits here, lines going down there, and then we have some more. So there's going to be a lot of those types because it's sitting sideways on it. Right, and then we have the brown ones which look like they match, though mine doesn't. But we'll just pop those on anyway. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then the blue one in the middle there, and that goes on the top. And then it gets a little bit more complicated. Again, we have another blue thing here. So we're just basically layer building at the moment. And this is where the sofa is going to go. So it's kind of probably the most important bit on here. But I like this bit, it's sort of texture building. And then we have get on there. So 2 blue bits which point out. So 1 there. Do we have another one there? No, we don't. We'll use that one there. And then on there we have red bits, or burgundy coloured. Then we have plain blue. I think this is really just going to take up all of this bit here. So is that a textured orange bit here? Or is that 2 single ones here? So it's 2 single orange bits, like really orange. I only hope that I haven't used them up already, which I kind of feel like I have. But we'll triple check, make sure, as we've been in this game before. So orange bit, have another one of those single stem, another one there, finding kind of everything but the light orange. So I'm going to assume that it's this sort of brown colour. I was never quite sure. Yeah, that's the one. And we got 2 blue studs at the end again, and then these which point landscape ways. It's very particular. This brick wall which we're building, and then we have this in the middle. Okay, we're getting there. I'm very excited. Well, it just keeps getting bigger. I'm very excited for because we see the orange, we know what the orange is. Obviously, the sofa, and that's going to be so great on there. So these bits point down on there like so. And then we have these red bits, but they have bits in them. I see another flower thing there. Interesting. There we go. So they go in one there, one there. Come on. There we go. Come on. Right. Then we have a single stud blue on the end again, which I feel like are going to pop out any moment. And then green one on the inside here, and then another orange one. Come on, there's one of these here somewhere. Just one more. We just need one more. We know you're here somewhere. Otherwise we cannot complete. Let me double check that is the light brown, so we're just going to pop that there anyway. And the less bits there are, then the more likely I'm going to find it. That's the way to do it. And there's in the middle here. So I seem to have got ahead of myself here. And we've got the brown bits which go in there. There we go. And then on the edge, and then in the middle, like so. So all we need is just that one orange bit, which is, I mean, you might even be upset by now, but I don't. I think as well, something when I was editing the video, as we progress, I get more tired and more tired, and this doesn't absorb my elbow going down, and that was annoying the hell out of me. So that's why I've opted back for this, back for the original sort of Lego design. So is it literally this thing? Oh, we found the last bit. Oh no, that is meant to be there. There we go. You go in there, and you go on there. Perfect. Easily done. it's always a strange thing because I instantly blame. Once I've made a mistake, I think there's something most definitely wrong, and every time there's a reason, there's something which I've missed. Yes, the smooth bits are going on. It looks really good from the back. That's actually a very nice pattern that we have just created here. Yeah. So the front, so the sofa is going to sit on there. We assume. Yes, so it is upon us. It is sofa time. Right, so we've got, in orderly fashion, single stud on here, and then 3 bits to go next to it. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so if you've gotten to this point somehow, I'll be quite amazed if you have, because we must be well over 3 hours or just about pushing there, which is probably the longest Lego ASMR video that I've built. Hopefully at this point, if you have requests or if you'd like to see the, hang on, let's see what's going on here. So we've got a big block thing here, goes on the bottom, and if you'd like to see another longer, I don't know if you prefer the really long Lego ASMR builds. I mean, they are pretty lengthy, but if you enjoy it and you'd want to see like the Friends one, then of course let me know your suggestions below. Okay, I've got ahead of myself here again. So on the bottom we have that. Mine doesn't look anything like that. Right there. Okay, now it's shaping up. There. I love it when it starts to come together. It's very satisfying. I don't think I'm getting too excited. Keep making those last bit of mistakes and jumping ahead of myself. But I need to do this methodically. Okay. So this is the finer details of the sofa. And now we need some complicated bits called Jim. Right. So this thing with a smooth, slightly curvy bit, which is here, and this fits on like so, and apparently one bit goes next to it. The sofa actually looks a little bit complicated. Okay, and it goes on there, I assume, and then on top of that I'm also assuming, would it go like that? I don't think so. I think it would go smooth up. But mine doesn't appear to have that function there. So this slide down, put it next to it. Okay, there's one bit that goes next to it. There. And then the one bit here, which is already attached. Okay, and then that clips onto the sofa. Yes. Even just that little bit makes me feel quite excited. We're seeing just like the best bit. Okay, and then we have this one, another single piece going across like so, and then a single piece there. Then this clips on the side there, and it's looking great. Right, and then on the back we have on the left side, so that's not symmetrical for some reason, but Lego know what they're doing, of course. Oh yes, yes, this is going to be great. So we've got tons of textured details here, which is going to be the actual sofa bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened there? Let's get you back on. That's not as well stuck on than I thought it was going to be. This is a really cool sofa. Whoever designed this, they must have had so much fun doing it and being proper fans, and really researched everything. So some really unique ways to do this build. And considering I hate, almost detest small fiddly bits when I do the builds, this has been really fun, like something completely different that I've normally built. And I think for ASMR purposes, there's nice little bits in here and touches. Me, I've kind of had the more relaxation from the satisfaction side of things. So when things come together, that's like, I enter that zone where I can just stare at it and it's like, oh yeah, that's so satisfying. If that makes sense. Okay, so this, okay, we have our sofa here and it fits so ever so nicely on there. That's awesome. And we have our main orange friend sofa. I really want to get that sofa as well. I'm still quite tempted. Don't know where you could buy it from, but it's an awesome sofa. It's like very 90s though. Okay. And then on the back we have another brown bit, which appears to not exist, but there it is. It always exists. Okay. Then we have a grey bit here, and then a single textured bit there, some sit down on, and then a number 2 grey bit there. Okay, and then we have blocks which go around the back, which are pre-arranged because I lost it. I was looking for something. Okay, that sits nicely on there. And then on the front we have these pretty cool bits here and here, which are making it start to take shape like so. I'd like to thank my camera focus, which has been really on point today. Okay, this and this. So yeah, as I was saying, if you've made it this far and you have particular requests that you think would be good for the future or great for future Lego builds, then, and if you prefer the long ones, then let me know, and we will try and make. I still don't feel like I've got the perfect Lego setup, but then you are your own best critique. But oh, we've got one more bit on there. Actually, I think there's 2 bits on there, so that one should be a little bit higher, which it is. And yeah, so that one is here. Yeah, so I would like to make this the perfect setup and make it even more relaxing and see what can be done and what amazing builds we can hopefully achieve. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Alright, so we got some plain textured bits here, single square stud bits, and there should be another one of you somewhere. Come on, it's the final bits. It should be very easy to find, but you're gonna make it difficult for me, I know. A single square bit, black on black camouflage. Slot on nicely there, and then there should be another one of you. There it is. Okay, this sofa's looking pretty awesome. Okay, and then on the top we have just a 2-piece, which is apparently the same color. There it is. Okay, and then we have another seat, another armchair, which sits very perfectly on there. It looks so good. I love it. The texture of that is amazing. So soft and smooth, and it's got bits for people to stand on, etc. Right, there's some sort of flower pot detail thing going again, so, and there appears to be quite a lot of bits left. Well, it's, yeah, some mega flower pot which is taking place at the moment. So we need one here, and then these facing away, 2 and 2, one there and one there with a stud thing here, another one there, circular one, and then on top we have those holding it in place, and then we have this here, a single one going across here, and another stud thing on top. I quite like these building wall things, they're quite satisfying. Okay, and then a stud thing towards me here, then on top is this bit here. Okay, and then there's another bit which goes on top. I'm really hoping I haven't made a mistake here. It gets to that point where I possibly could have. Okay, another one there. And the start goes in the end. That's another Monaco cake. And there on the end, if you can get in there. And one more. I think that's the last of those ones. And then in the middle, there's a single. Yeah, that's the last one there. Start, and then we have on top. There it is. So if you start to lose bits, then at this point, that's the slightly worrying bit. And then we got this really good green on top. Oh dear, I've just broken it. Let's put you back together. We do the easy bits first. There we go. And then on top here, does that go right on top? No, that's in line there, and that's in line there. Oh my goodness, of course, this is the coffee table. So stupid, how can I not even see that? So on here we have a newspaper, pretty cool, and that just sits there. Lego News, the greatest hero ever, and it's a fireman with a cat, surely not, and yes, it focuses in. Wow. Okay, then there's a table reserved thing in here as well, like really small. There's a flag. Okay, but we're looking for reserved. Am I meant to be put? Alright, yeah, it's a sticker, that's why. So we have a transparent thing here. Sticker goes there. Very delicately attempt. I'm trying not to boast and say that I'm good at this because, yeah, that's, you know, it's okay. Reserved, and that goes in there. That's always reserved for the friends. Okay. Then we have a flower pot arrangement thing, and where's that brown thing? Top here. That's not what we're looking for, but could be. We need the black thing, whatever that is meant to be, and that sits next to it. And then let's put these flowers on. So pink one, and then a purple one, and another purple one. That's good. Okay, and that sits on there. If we can just very delicately pop that on, looking great. And then we have a cup there as well. That is amazing. I love that. That's so good. That's just their table. That's awesome. Right, so that should fit in right there. Love it. That's, yeah, that looks amazing. It's kind of like the Simpsons thing. Every good show has an orange table, right? Yeah, so I don't know what we're creating here. Something good, I hope. So we need a brown bit, two of these bits, so something is being joined together here. And then two away, yellow bit, and then a soft yellow bit here. And on the other side we have this thing with connection to two brown bits, and then there's another stick on there. Not sure what this is actually. Am I going to be amazed, or am I going to remember what it is? But there's another sticker to go on here, and this is just a pattern of something, okay, which has been put on in the most terrible way possible. Okay, hopefully we're not going to see this. Then this connects on the, this is all wonky and bent for some reason unknown to me. Right, yeah, there we go. And we need two of these things. Oh, right. That's so good. That yes, of course. It makes perfect sense. Because where's Joey gonna sit? Right. And now at the end, I appear to have entered the Lego build where it just happens quickly and you've entered that zone. Why is it at the end this time though? It's what I'd consider very efficient building. There we go. Okay, and then that clips on like so. And then we have another table. These two sit here and here and look pretty awesome. I love them. I love it all. It's great. Right, and then the table, very same sort of formula. Okay, so we have this bit on top, a small black round bit on the table on top. That's not going to go on there, is it? No, Fred, because you put that on the wrong way. And now the stud is on the wrong way. Is that going to come off? Is this going to be? We're going to be calling for the orange bit. There we go. And now the table goes on there, and it simply stands. Or is meant to. Yeah, there. And that goes there, like so. And now we can finally, well, add it. This the garbage, New York garbage bin that's gone. There appears to be quite a lot of extra bits, but this is kind of like one of the most important things. So let's try not to knock this off or anything, or do anything stupid. And this fits on. It fits in perfectly. I love it. That's so great. That is so cool. It's like it's already been perfectly lit for the studio and it's all fresh. I love it so much. That is great. I'm so happy with this. Okay. So there's, right, that's brilliant. So there's one more thing. Okay. See if you can guess what the final bit is. So we go along. So two bits on the outside. This is really cool, like a really nice touch. They've added here, just to finish it off. It's like a reminder. Okay, and then I was wondering, like, it had some strange bits on here. Right, that doesn't really fit on there. Okay, that goes on top. You must be able to guess by this point what this is. It's really good. So we have an articulating bit here, a rotating part there. It looks like a droid or something at the moment, but yeah. Then at the bottom, there's a nice smooth bit here. You must be able to see what it is by now. And there's two of these. Okay, that's good. Alright, so you have a round bit there and there. Then on the top there. And then there's a clear bit there on the top. Then a transparent bit at the bottom. And a rotating part there. Okay, then on the edge there, and there. That's so good. I love it so much. These bits are the lights for the set, and they fit perfectly on the set bit here. You turn them around, and that's the reminder that, of course, this is a set. I love that. That's amazing. Like a special touch with the gimbals. Right, so some umbrellas. We've got cups and everything. So umbrellas apparently go in. Oh my god, that's so good. I was wondering what these bits were. I love it. The detail here is amazing. So if we put the piano up, we've got the thing there. Okay, and then we've got just loads of cups everywhere. So everyone could be sitting down and having whatever. So we're going to pop everyone on there now. And they could be doing and drinking and talking. Okay, so Monica, have a red cup. Should be sitting here. Okay. And then Rachel in the middle. She's not serving stage, so we'll pop that, give that to Gunther, and she can have a white mug here. But we'll give her a bit on, so that can go. There you go, Gunther, have another mug there, so she can be there. She could sit there, middle, next to Monica, and then Phoebe. Our Phoebe's going to be on stage, and she's going to be performing, so we will pop her on the microphone, or she can be sitting down rather, playing her guitar. That's great. And then Joey, fresh in with the pizza. He can be sitting down. Okay, it's probably best. There we go. Pizza can go away. There. And he's eating pizza. Over here. And then Ross Geller is going to be on what I would say is always the Ross seat. On the end here. Mr. Monica, and then Chandler will pop his suitcase on his lap. You can have the pink coffee cup. Actually, suitcase is not going to fit. You can be sitting next to Rachel, if he can just about get on there. That's so good. And you can have his suitcase in there, and I don't know, let's pop a muffin on there. Perfect. And there we have it. Our completed. Finally, no idea how long this is going to be, but our Lego set. So we just have a little rendition here. Smelly cat, and Ross Pivot. We were on a break. Monica, 7. Rachel. What does Rachel say? Iconic lines. I don't know. Chandler, can this be any more of a Lego set? How are you doing? And it comes out there as well. Like the attention to detail in all of these bits here on the back, the curtains, the signs. I love it. I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. Like, I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be this good. And I'm just going to keep this on display as well, because I think it looks really amazing. Like, it looks amazing. They've got it spot on. This is an awesome set. And if you love Friends, and if you like Lego, whoa, don't do an earlier Fred, then yeah, this is gonna be such an amazing set to get and have. Highly recommended. But we will put it for better viewing purposes on our viewing board after completely underestimating the size of this particular Lego build. We've finally got to the end, and man, oh man, this is something else. Like, I'm completely over the moon with this set. If you just look like at all the details around here, and if you light it like it's kind of on the Friends set, it looks amazing. Like, it actually looks like you could be filming. My favourite touches on this is the fact that when it turns around and then you see Central Perk on the window, and then you see the outside garbage bin as well, or trash can, and I love that so much, like the transition there. But on the inside as well, all the colours which are used, the colour palette on the bricks are amazing. Like, they're spot on. And all the particular ways to build things with this set, like with the curtains, with the sofa, like with the rugs as well, or the mats or flooring, like every single little bit was so cool to build. Like, even though it's a little bit fiddly, and you know that I'm not a massive fan of fiddly bits, I think that's probably more Star Wars ships, but this you kind of have to because it's small. And then once you do those bits, like really interesting build, and then it creates something like all the bar area that Gunther's working in the kitchen, all the walls, like, and all the tiny details in there as well, like the service arrow to the toilet, and on the back there as well by the toilet. You've got the back seating, you've got hats, umbrella stand, then you've got all the details on the coffee table, and then the musical instruments as well for Phoebe to play. Like, it's just so amazing. Like, I can hear it in my head, them sitting down there and eating and drinking, well, say drinking their coffee. But this set was such great fun to build. Now, I know it's a little bit longer type of ASMR video, but I hope you enjoyed it. And if you decide to do this build, then good luck to you. It's a great fun build. If you get the apartment build, then you're gonna have so much fun doing that as well. I'm so tempted to get that because this was great, and the apartment's even bigger, so obviously there's going to be twice the building, double the fun, or something like that. But I'm really impressed with this. I'm glad we went for the Friends thing, and I cannot wait for the Friends reunion. That's going to be so weird. This set sort of embodies nostalgia. It embodies the 90s. It reminds you of that, like, more of a simpler time. And when things seemed just, you know, you'd be more sociable, I suppose, and carefree, and coffees were like more of a big part of that. So that's why I always love Central Park. That's what's probably has always attracted me to go to New York and go around Central Park and all that stuff, and have an amazing time in America. But this is awesome, an awesome set. I hope you enjoyed this build. I enjoyed building it. It's a long one, and kudos if you got to right at the end. Congratulations. But yeah, I thought was going to be probably just a little bit under an hour or an hour, but yeah, obviously exceeded expectations, and apparently these builds take a long time. Compare that to the Razor Crest that's next to it. If that was next to it, then yeah, you would have thought the Razor Crest was definitely longer. But yeah, it's so awesome. Love the build, great fun to do. My best friend and my sister. Get your hands off her. Oh, my best friend and my sister. So hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourself. Cheerio. Dun, 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 dun.